Welcome to Folding Towels, a podcast for massage therapists with Jackie and David. If you are enjoying our episodes and want to support the production, consider buying us a coffee. Your contributions help us bring you more insightful discussions and expert interviews. Follow the link in the show notes or visit buymeacoffee.com/Folding Towels podcast to contribute, and thank you for your support. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Folding Towels podcast with Jackie and David. Hi Jackie, how are you?
Hi David, I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. What's been so good for you?
I got to spend a little bit of time this week with my family, which was nice. I mean, that does happen all the time, but I actually made some curtains for my daughter she has her own business. She does photography for families and newborns and all that sort of stuff. And I got to make some curtains for her because she's setting up a little studio. And it was exhausting and fun at the same time. I do like being creative. So, yeah, that was nice. What have you been up to, David?
Working myself into the ground as usual.
I know. I have to say to our listeners, actually, when David and I both said, yeah, we're good, we both lied.
Yeah.
Total lie.
I've got some injuries going on which are really annoying me. Some are probably an overuse type situation from the nature of this work as body workers, and others are overuse from fitness and exercise. And it's one of those things of when you're feeling a bit stressed, maybe you lean into fitness as your coping mechanism. Certainly guilty of that. And I've been running fairly regularly up until my hip went ping, and so then I was doing some rehab and I was doing some stretching, and then my back went ping. I'm like, what the hell is going on? This is not okay.
You're on the wrong side of 40 now, David.
I am on the wrong side of 40. I only need to fart and I'll throw my back out.
It's terrible.
You know, it's the truth.
It is, yeah. Why does your neck hurt, Jackie? I slept funny.
Yeah, I yawned.
I turned to check my blind spot in my car.
I tried to eat sushi.
That's always a tough one.
I remember someone saying that 26 years is the expiry date of your body, and after that you're on your own. And I think I made it to 32 before things started to fall apart.
Yeah, it's certainly a bit of a downhill slide once you're in your 40s and you start taking, we're both talking about supplement intake before, taking all sorts of supplements for this and supplements for that. You're just like, oh my God, I feel like a box of pills rattling around over here.
It's one of my clients commented that when he looks through his phone, he's got more health professionals than friends in his contact list.
Oh my God.
But I had a client recently and she passed away not that long ago, which is very, very sad. She came in to see me when she was in her 80s.
Oh.
And she's hobbled in, great character. And as I'm taking her history, she's like, David, I have a pain in my ass, okay? Okie dokie. I said, okay, what happened? Well, I was printing my roses and was standing on a stepladder, leaning over my fence. Yes, I know I should have gone to the other side of the fence, but instead I leaned around it. And I fell off the stepladder, fell over the fence, and I've landed on my hip. Oh. And anyway, she made good progress. And I remember her being very proud of the fact that she turned up to somebody's funeral and she was the only person of her age group not with a walking stick.
Wow, that's really good. Yeah.
But she told me in that initial consultation, I'm not used to being in pain. That I've made it to 80 and I've never experienced pain like this in my life before.
Wow.
That is some seriously good genetics, luck. I don't know.
I'd guess a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Was she really active in her youth?
Yes, she was. She was also a nurse, and nurses are notorious for having bad backs.
Yeah, wow.
To get to 80, it was just incredible.
Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. I'm impressed.
I'm very impressed and somewhat envious.
Yes. Definitely. I know when my neck goes, I'm I'm literally like a bear with a sore head when my neck twinges and I get headaches, and it's just not fun. And I
Mm,
do just about anything to get rid of that permanently, but unfortunately, that is not going to happen. So
yeah.
yeah, can confirm. Super jealous.
Mm. But yeah, the Tetris month has started early, and I've
Mm,
spent my entire week juggling appointments, moving people back and forth. The net number for the end of the week will be the same. The month has certainly come out to be quite robust, but jeepers, I come out of every session and there's missed calls or text messages or emails saying I need to move my appointment, and it just adds to the workload and it adds to the stress of this time of the month, this time of the year.
yes, this time of the year,
This time of
David.
the year.
We are at the pointy end of the calendar year, everyone. Yes, and that's really what we're talking about today. We are kind of talking about navigating that end of year slump and just all the feels and the busyness and the chaos and all of it.
Yeah, and you may not feel like you are fit to work, like mentally fit to work. Maybe you're all given out, but we've got financial obligations to meet. And if you're struggling a bit and you still need to feed the family, what do you do?
Yes, unfortunately, you do have to go to work, and it's not. I mean, obviously, sometimes you have to cancel your clients or postpone them or whatever. I actually had to do that last week because I had a couple of days where I'll just say it. I had a bout of gastro, and it was really awful. And I
Mm,
had a couple of really full days booked as well, which is what always
that
happens.
hurts.
All of my clients were really great about it and everyone rescheduled, but like just the the horribleness of lying there in bed feeling absolutely shite
Yep.
and still having to text your clients and go, I don't feel well. Can we reschedule to next week, please?
Yep. It's one of those times when being an employee is somewhat easier,
Mm,
apart from having sick leave if you're an employee. You just kind of call your boss or you text your boss and
yeah,
say, I've got the
yeah,
bloody squirts. I can't
yeah.
come in today. And magically they take care of these things.
Yes. Someone else does your job for you for a couple of days and
Yeah.
you can recuperate. I
Yes,
know.
whilst being paid.
Yes, I have to say
Mm,
that's probably the biggest negative that I have personally with being self-employed is that, yeah, that
yep.
fact. Mm,
Yep. 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 And our clients are tired and worn out and a bit snippy at this time of year as well. Certainly in Australia, 4 weeks of annual leave, paid annual leave is the norm. And a lot of people, particularly if they've got young families, store that leave up to take at the end of the year. So they're getting to the point where they've worked for like 42 weeks, 46 weeks now without a break. And it's like boiling a frog. That stress level, that fatigue creeps up on you, and suddenly you're a bit of a bad person. And they come into our clinics in that state, and we help them the best ways that we can. But a lot of you are probably in that same position as well, particularly if you are self-employed, where you don't get paid leave. You are your paid leave, and maybe you haven't taken as much of a break as you should have throughout the year. And that all can contribute to having a bit of a bad week or getting a bit of a case of the blahs and just feeling flat and unmotivated and indifferent, wondering whether you've lost your mojo. Are you meeting your dreams and hopes and goals? Should you be changing career to become a wildlife warrior or something? These are the things that creep up when you are a little bit burnt out.
yes, definitely. I do think it is really important for us as caregivers to talk about this at the very minimum with each other, not always necessarily with our clients, but we need to acknowledge that this happens. And this time of year can be extremely stressful for very varied reasons. And look, honestly, it's been a year, it's been a long, tough year. And it's been a long, tough year after a couple of long, tough years for a lot of people.
Mm.
So a lot of us are just really, really done by the
Yep.
time we get hit December.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's the time when you start to feel a bit vulnerable as well. Like we're going through quote unquote cost of living crisis too. Cost of everything is going up. Maybe you haven't put your prices up. Maybe you can't put your prices up due to price sensitivities in your areas, and you're really feeling the pinch and money stress. It breaks up marriages. It will cause a great deal of resentment to your line of work if you can't feed yourself adequately and do the things that you want to do. And one of the things of coping with the case of the blahs or feeling a bit burnt out is having something to look forward to. And if you can't afford to look forward to anything, then that's a bit of a shit place to be.
Yeah. So there's at least two terms that I would like to mention. I don't know if you have any others that you want to talk about, David, but one of them is compassion fatigue, which I think a lot of massage therapists really, as soon as you hear that term, you go, oh shit, yeah, that's me 100%. Because we
Yes.
are, yes, so giving. We just, we just keep giving to our clients. And not only do, as you mentioned before, David, not only do we have to massage them, but we have to navigate them through changing appointments and their own illnesses and things. You know, if someone's sick and I can't come in, and when can I come in? And all of that
Mm.
just takes such a lot of time. And if we're not already replenishing our own reserves by the end of the year, we could just absolutely feel just so burnt out.
Yeah, and our clients talk to us about things that are going on in their lives as well. It's like a therapy, not just a massage therapy session, but a therapy session,
Yeah,
as they talk about what's going on with their kids and what's going on with their partners and what's going on in their jobs and their parents, and somebody's died and somebody's ill and somebody needs to have an operation, and that all kind of builds up with us as well.
yeah, definitely. I know I feel that very much so at the moment with some of my elderly clients. I do see some aged care clients in their own homes 2 days a week, and I love them. They're great, but I'm so done at the moment because they need a lot of extra work. A lot of them are very set in their ways. A lot of them are in chronic pain. They are not well. They have multiple illnesses that need to be managed, and they end up taking it out. If they feel unwell or if they feel crabby, they end up taking out on their care workers. I'm very
Mm,
lucky. All of my clients are really fantastic, but I find at this time of year, it's very hard to keep maintaining that calm, professional vibe that you have to, really you have to really meet your clients where they're at. And it's much harder to do when people are chronically ill, in chronic pain, like serious
yes.
pain all the time. And you have to help them manage their emotions and their feelings and all of that stuff. It's almost like looking after small children. To do it well, you really have to get down to their level. And I find that you have to do that a lot with some, not all, but with some of the aged care clients as well. And I
Mm,
know I'm really just exhausted just from that.
yep. 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 Yes,
Mm,
I was at the school the other day and I saw the junior primary school teachers and they just look spent.
yes, yes, they do.
Hats off to
Oh,
teachers.
oh, 100%.
Not a job that I
Yeah.
want.
No, no. I could not do that anymore. And yeah, as I said, I'm really struggling with some of my aged care clients who they're all beautiful. They all are very appreciative of me and I love them. But oh man, it's a lot of work.
Mm, yep. Okay, another reason for feeling a bit crappy this time of year could be just boredom.
Mm,
If you see the same type of person day in, day out, and you do the same routine, day in, day out. Maybe you are professionally bored.
Mm, yeah.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
time for a bit of shaking things up.
Mm,
Instead
yes.
of doing that routine 3 times, maybe you'll do it 4. Ooh.
I think at this time of the year, there can be a little bit of the idea of the fun and the joy is still to come. I've got to get through all of the minutiae of the workday. I've got to do all the stuff, all the boring crap now. The fun, the Christmas stuff, the holiday stuff, it's all further down the track. And so you can feel a little bit lackluster about life because of that.
Hmm.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'd have to say, I don't really enjoy the month of December because it is just such a manic month. There's lots of
Yeah.
things that go on outside of work, as well as work just being less predictable than it usually is.
David loves Tetris calendar.
Oh my God, it is so exhausting.
It is.
Um, yes, and there's days where I'm not returning phone calls until the end of the day because yeah, it's just crappy. Um,
Look, if you see clients pretty close together, if you only have 15 minutes between clients, you don't have time to make phone calls. Like, it's
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I get more phone calls in December than I do in any other month.
Mm,
So then it's you listen to the message and you decide whether you need to call that person back, and then you do call the person back, and then they want to have a
yeah.
chat, and that's your
Yeah.
lunch break gone.
Yeah.
Um, and sure, we should allow decent breaks throughout a day to be able to do these things, but those breaks also cost money,
They do.
and there is a finite amount of time, and there is a amount of time that you must spend hands on if you're going to pay the bills at an adequate level. But I also find I've got a great deal of resentment this time of year, as all these people
Oh,
talk about all their Christmas things that they're doing through work, and they've got their drinks packages, and they're doing these things. It's like, woohoo, Christmas party for one.
I love that meme so much where the guy's just sitting at his desk and then all of a sudden he's got his Christmas hat on or his little Christmas tree in the background and it's the exact same picture and he's just like, "Yay, Christmas."
Yep.
That is so true though for a lot of us, David, because like we often work completely isolated. There might only be
Yes.
one or two of us, sometimes three, or we might not even see the other therapists that work in the office. And
Mm,
like you can just feel so lonely. And that is really exacerbated this time of year. As yeah, everybody says, "Oh, I'm going on holidays." And one of my clients has a cruise coming up and
yep.
another one's in Japan at the moment. And I'm just like, oh, I hate you all.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And particularly if money is tight, it is easy to feel resentment
Yeah.
towards those people who are enjoying themselves.
Yeah. So let's list a couple of signs of burnout. I'm so glad, though, that this is talked about a lot more because when I first started in being self employed, this wasn't really talked about. That was more than a decade ago. And we are much better now at talking about looking after our mental health and, compassion fatigue and being bored and being burnt out. So tell us, what are some of the signs, David? What have we got?
Oh, being very tired throughout the day.
Yeah.
No energy. Getting a
Chronic
bit,
fatigue.
yeah, getting a bit
Yeah.
snippy with people you like and love.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
motivation. Laying in bed going, oh, do I really have to get out of bed today?
Yeah. Doom scrolling and watching the same TV
Oh,
shows over and over.
yes.
Just describing my life, David. Jeez.
Maybe leaning into your coping mechanisms a bit too hard.
Yeah.
That might be fitness. It might be certain beverages that are legal.
Well, look, too much of anything can be a bad thing. And
Correct.
obviously, too much alcohol is a bad thing. And that can be an issue this time of year. But you've mentioned fitness a few times, and too much working out can actually be a bad thing for your body. You also
Mm.
need to compensate with the self-care things, whether it's, doing some really easy stuff like yoga or swimming where your body's very supported, and also getting the massages, getting the acupuncture, getting the bone therapy, whatever it is that you love, you need to look after your body as much as you are doing the fitness stuff. So I don't know if that was included in what you meant by fitness, but I just wanted to add that.
Yeah. It's something that I see a lot with my clients is as they get stressed and they lean in, if they are fitness people, they start to lean into that fitness more where they'll go for a longer than usual run or they'll lift heavier than usual weights because they get that sense of achievement. And then they get injured. And then they don't have their coping mechanism to lean into anymore.
Yeah.
And then the world implodes.
Yeah.
And their
Yes.
favorite therapist goes on a break.
Yes. 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 Well,
Yeah.
you can also get some physical symptoms or other physical symptoms like headaches, tension headaches, and also different kinds of muscle tension with
Mm,
burnout as well. So,
yeah.
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's about 100 people raising their hands right now going, oh, yes, that's me.
Mm. But yes, so you often see, well, actually, I remember back from when I did working in an office, this was a time of year that employee and colleague bickering really ramped up. People just tired at work, and again, from similar sort of things that we've just talked about. Maybe they're a bit professionally bored, a bit overworked, haven't had enough of a break, and then they just get snippy with each other, get a bit nasty. And we can do that as well in our own settings um, when we don't really mean to.
Yeah.
And if you've got really good clients, sometimes they'll go, "Hey, I've noticed something. Are you doing okay?" Oh, actually, did I come across a bit too negative then? Or if they're not a good client, then they just don't come back because like, oh, you got bad juju. I don't want that touching me.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, oh, yeah, whoops.
Yep.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. But the reality is we do have financial pressures. Um, yes, it would be really nice to work in a kibbutz. It'd be really nice to have a multi-million dollar inheritance or the lotto so that you don't have to work. You work because you want to. But for most of us, we got to turn up. And if you don't turn up, there is no pay. And if there's no pay, well, you can't pay for food. You can't pay for your place that you live in, and
Yeah.
you can't go on holidays, and you can't pay for education, and you can't pay for hobbies.
Well, if you
And
don't go to work, the financial pressures just get worse,
yeah,
basically.
yep, they do. Yes, so that is reality, and we need to find some ways to cope and to recover and to move forward. So let's run through a few things here, Jackie. And
Okay.
I think the first thing that you probably should do, particularly if you haven't taken a proper break, is to plan a break and book it. And not just a break where you stay home and do chores, but actually schedule something that you truly enjoy and look forward to.
That is that's something that you are actually really good at, David. I really admire this about you because you're like, well, I'm having time away. We're going camping or we're going, for a trip to the Gold Coast or whatever it might be. And
Mm.
you really do that. I love that so much for you. And
It,
I
it,
unfortunately find it really difficult to emulate that.
it's I'm a planner.
You are. You are.
So
I'm not.
it's something that doesn't have to be expensive either. Like we're both here in Adelaide, and I had a client sharing with me recently that she books a week every year at West Beach Caravan Park. Now, from where I live and where she lives, that is a 25-minute drive. You go, oh, it's a holiday. It's only 25 minutes away. But they're not in their home. They're at the beach. They go with friends as well. So they're with friends. So the kids play with each other, the adults play with each other.
Yeah.
and they eat trashy food, they watch trashy things, they walk on the beach, they just zone out.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had that same week at home, you'd do the gardening, you'd find some way of being productive in your break.
Yeah, you'd be doing all sorts of chores and the things that you need to keep your house running. Yeah.
Yep. So it doesn't have to be a week in Bali, a week in Fiji, going somewhere exotic, just somewhere that's not home
Yeah.
that you love.
I think that's a really great idea. And I have to say, David, we do this one. We go up to Renmark once a year with friends and all the kids play together and it's really nice. And we just sit in the pool. A lot of the people that go will go out and they'll do little tours and things. And I'm just like, I'm here. I'm not leaving again until I go. So I'm there for the week in the pool.
Mm. Yep. Nice.
And it is really nice. It is, and you can just chill out and watch the sunset, and yeah, like you said, walk on the beach or do whatever. I want to go to the beach now, David.
Yeah. It's like 36 degrees today.
I'll turn into a lobster.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Another really, really good thing that you can do, and this is one that I personally love, is you can reward yourself in small ways and regularly. So you can actually set meaningful incentives to celebrate milestones or like just to celebrate that you've got through another week or another month. And that might be something as simple as booking yourself a massage or some reflexology or going and getting your hair shampooed or something like that. It could be literally anything. A lovely meal out, a nice bottle of wine if you don't normally drink a lot, that sort of stuff. This is something that I'm pretty good at. Going out for dinner with my husband now and again, or getting those massages. It can be a way of making each month a little bit easier.
Yeah. I like to reward myself um, with some purchases. And I'm not talking about anything flashy, but if you think about how much time that we spend working to earn money, and then we spend that money on mortgage and food and education and children's hobbies like sport
Mm-hmm.
and all these things which are kind of necessities, and sometimes there's not much left over. And so I have a little savings plan where I put aside a few dollars every week, and then I plan up to buy something with that I really want, and that sometimes is a gadget or a card game or a tent or something. And I look forward to it. It's like, oh, I've saved up and now I'm going to buy that thing, and now I can enjoy that thing. Because
That's
I,
really nice because you can do that any time of the year. You could make that a end of financial year Christmas gift for yourself.
yeah, this is true. I could save up the entire year, but that I like to buy things more frequently because I don't buy things with money that I don't have.
Hmm.
And something will come up, and sometimes like, oh, I'd really like that thing. Well, I'll save for it then, rather than
Yeah,
using Afterpay or whatever, and then it's like,
yeah,
oh, now I've got to pay that thing off over
yeah.
4 months or whatever. I'll save up for it. It's then rewarded. Sometimes it's a little bit more expensive than when it was on sale, but I will pay for it without debt and enjoy it.
I think you get a lot of satisfaction from doing that, actually. I know I do.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
nice.
yeah, it is nice.
It is.
And sometimes it's trees for the backyard. It's like
Yeah.
I'm working through my back garden at the moment. It's like, right, um, trees are expensive. I'll save up for some trees, and I'll just buy one every 3 months.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
I'll expect to see some progress photos on that one. Okay, David?
Yeah. Also, could be a reason why my back went ping.
Ah, Dad, I dug a hole.
I got in the zone.
Oh dear, that's
All
funny.
right. Well, another thing that you can do is to socialize. and that could be connecting with other therapists. And I think that's important, is that we should connect with other massage therapists so we can have that camaraderie, that collegiate spirit, and
Yes.
help to reduce that professional isolation. But also socializing with friends, friends that you actually like, not ones that grate on you, and with family, again, family that you like, and really nurture those personal relationships. And they could be going for a walk somewhere. It could be going to a movie night somewhere, having a card game. Socializing doesn't have to be expensive as much as it's kind of made out to be that it needs to be.
Have you heard of the Buy Nothing groups, David?
Yes.
Yes. So in Australia, and I think it's worldwide actually, I should say. So you might have heard of this if you live in the US or elsewhere. But in Australia, we definitely have the Buy Nothing groups on Facebook, and I'm in my local one. And every now and then, I organise a afternoon, usually a Saturday afternoon or something, to play cards with some people,
Hmm.
and
That's
it's all
beautiful.
free. We just go to our local library, pick a library
Yeah.
somewhere, and yeah, and we go and play cards and or a board game. You can play anything, and I know a few people that get together and play Pokemon as well. Pokemon is such a bringing them together thing.
Mm.
So yeah, there's lots of different things that you can do to connect with people, even if you only have a fairly small circle of friends or family. There are people you can connect with.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, finding a new hobby. I know my husband, when COVID was happening, he was like a pig in mud because he would go for walks every day with his phone and collect his little Pokemons. And I honestly know nothing about Pokemon at all. So apologies to everyone that I'm about to offend, but he absolutely loved that, and he still does it. So it could be just finding a new hobby, something that brings you some joy. It could be something a little bit more professional, like you join a swimming club or something like that. But it could be as simple as going for walks with your kids and collecting Pokemons around your local area. Could be that simple.
Totally agree. Yes, one of my clients was talking to me last night about how she has wanted a gaming computer for quite some time, and she's finally got the gaming computer of her dreams. So, and what games do you play? So, I've been playing Farming Simulator, and I've been playing Goat Simulator. I'm like, what? Oh yeah, do you know how cathartic it is just to drive a tractor around the fields? Wow, this is cool.
One of my favorites, David, is Roller Coaster Tycoon.
What?
Roller Coaster Tycoon, you build a roller coaster world, like, with all these different roller coasters and little parks, and you've got to put little food vans in and put the toilets in and do the pathways and everything, and it is just insanely happy.
Mm.
It's
But I
so
like
good.
to tinker with things.
Mm.
And you've heard me talk about bikes before. And
Hmm.
yes, I do enjoy riding a bike. I enjoy tinkering with bikes probably more than I enjoy riding them. And my wife was away for nearly 6 weeks recently. And I told her, look, while you're away, I'm going to buy a new bike. I said, oh, don't make it expensive. No, 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 it's going to be an old bike. And so I bought a good condition vintagey type frame, and that I had good fun sourcing genuine parts for it and rebuilding it and assembling it and putting it together, and then finally riding it going, oh, look what I have created. Tinkering with something is really
Yeah.
mindful.
I find being creative now and again is really helpful. Look, I do colouring in with my kids. We have about 10 or 15 different colouring in books that we've bought over the years. And we don't colour in a lot. My 9-year-old does still, because obviously she's only little. But every now and then we drag out the really big box of pencils that we have, the $100 box of pencils that we bought, and a couple of $20 really nice colouring books, and we colour in, and it Just it doesn't have to be super expensive. It doesn't have to be something you do all the time. It can just be, oh, look, I'm just going to sit down with the kids and do some coloring in today. And everybody can do it. And it doesn't matter how bad you are at it because you're only doing it for yourself. So,
Mm. Yep.
yeah,
That's true. We don't have to be good at everything we do. It
yeah,
just has to bring us joy.
that's it.
Mm.
And you know what? If that bike that you're going to fix up, David, if you never ride it because it's in parts for another 3 or 4 years, who cares? So long as you're
Correct.
happy.
Correct.
So long as you're happy.
I had an uncle who used to say, never finish a project.
That's such good
Yeah.
advice.
So
Yeah.
he would go to his shed and he would tinker as just part of his de-stressing.
Yep. Yeah.
Mm.
You start to build a chair and you get halfway through and then I'm going to do a table now or something. Yeah.
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 Just do what makes you happy.
And then you get to buy gadgets.
Yes, the fun part.
It's like I can never finish that table I've always never meant to finish.
Look, you gotta shake things up now and again. You've got to introduce a little bit of
Yeah.
variety and reignite some passion and honestly just do something that makes you happy because you can't just work all the time and you can't
Mm.
just be doing the laundry and doing the dishes and running the kids to and from school all the time. Like that is
Yeah.
just boring.
Yeah.
52 weeks a year? No, you have to have some fun.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be, it's up to you, but you have
Yeah.
to have some fun.
All right. Another tip is that we need to sometimes change our habits. And
Mm.
this goes in harmony with everything we've just said, and that's building in some downtime and accepting that you don't need to be productive every moment of the day. And that includes if you get a cancellation that you can't fill, sure, it's good to work on your practice or to do some PD, but sometimes it's also good just to have a nap on the table or go for a
Yeah.
walk or duck to the cafe and have a coffee and take some me time. Just change the habits. You don't have to be productive every minute of the day. That is a surefire way to burn out.
I don't want to be controversial at all about this, David, but I have to say, I think the amount of technology we have has made it really hard for us, a lot of us, not everybody, but a lot of us to actually have constructive downtime. I don't know if you used to do this, but we were both in high school pre mobile phone use. And I remember lying on the grass at lunchtime, at recess time, whatever breaks we had, and just looking at the clouds, watching the clouds float by. And those were some really happy memories. Just watching the clouds go by. And I don't do that anymore. And I've actually been thinking about it a lot. I want to start doing that again. That's on my goals for next
Mm,
year is to build in that downtime where I can just go lie outside on the grass or lie in my hammock and just watch the clouds roll by for half an hour, 45 minutes, and just enjoy being alive and listening to the birds and listening to the
mm,
wind. And yeah.
yeah, totally.
Another one that's maybe a little bit harder to address or a little bit more anxiety inducing to fix is to address any tensions that you have at work.
Mm,
Um, if you are aware of what your values are, your personal values, and I would actually suggest that people sort of do maybe a bit of research if you haven't already done so about what are your personal values. Like I really value connection with people. If your current practices don't align with your values, you might need to consider changing that environment. That might mean getting a better team, a different team, replacing people if you're an employer, or
mm, yeah,
changing your job place. Yeah. Not always
yeah.
easy.
It isn't easy. Certainly, if you're a massage therapist, there are plenty of places advertising out now who are crying out for decent therapists.
Yeah.
But I left my workplace. I left my white collar job because I fell out of love with the place that I worked in. and the habits of the people who are around me. Those are the things that made me miserable. I'd wake up in the morning dreading going into work,
Hmm.
and I would dread being at work, and it was a really taxing time of mental health. And my wife is like, you just got to quit. We'll
Yeah.
be okay. You just got to quit.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and
It,
hence why I started my massage business.
yeah. If you know what your values are, and you can go online and find a list of values fairly easily, but it's things like being professional, valuing commitment, all sorts of different things, truth.
Mm,
Some people are just brutally honest, but also things like compassion and kindness. Um, yeah, this is something that once you sort of know what they are and you really understand what aligns with you, you can't not see how things don't fit well. And yeah, same. I was in a job previously that I just didn't align with the company values, and I felt like I wasn't being treated very well, and it was because of the company values, and I just had to get out of there. Same.
mm.
So yeah,
But if you are a therapist working in a clinic and you're back to back, 8 hours a day, no break, low pay, you will not last very long in your career anyway. You'll physically break down as well as mentally break down.
yeah,
It is time to look for a place that values you and values your experience, and probably moving towards a place that has the client load that you are really excited to see.
yeah. Well, that's sort of another step you can take as well. You can always refine your client list. You can change those hours. So if you are seeing people back to back and you're seeing 6 to 8 people a day, but you only want to see 5 or 6, put that 15, 20 minutes between each client. If you've got some energy vampires that are just sucking the life out of your soul, um, you know, stop seeing them. See
Yeah,
if you can refer them to someone else, someone that they're better suited to see. Don't just, refer them to someone
you don't
willy
like.
nilly. Um, but yeah, maybe you're doing a lot of neck work when you really just want to be working on people's hips. Like, it could be something as simple as that. Is
Mm,
there someone around you that's so great at doing necks? You can literally pass those clients, refer them on to the other therapist, and get back to advertising. Hey, you've got bad hips. Come and see me. I know
yeah,
that's a really terrible way to put that, but
yeah. But next time you're at work, cast your eye across your list, and you'll instantly feel like excited to see some people.
mm,
And those are the ones you want to hang on to, but also think about the attributes that make you feel excited about seeing them.
yeah,
And look at the ones that you go, oh, so and so's coming in again today. And what is it about them that makes you feel that way? Is it because they might like you as a therapist, but you're making no progress, and that can feel a bit flattening. Or maybe every time they come in, they do an emotional dump on you, and you're left feeling a bit dirty. Maybe their values don't align with yours. They come in, they talk about a political perspective or a football team or some wacky idea that just doesn't align with you, and it's just draining.
it really can be. It can be very draining. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
This is something that I love it when people actually start to realize a few of these things. They're like, oh, actually, you know what? You can't unsee it. Once you know what's happening, you can't unsee it. That's really good because
Mm,
then I find sometimes you don't even have to do much. People will just drop off, they'll just stop coming.
yeah.
So I don't know if other people have found that, but I found that as soon as I decided that I wanted to work more in lymphatics, um, nearly all of the men that I was seeing disappeared. I've only got
Hmm.
one client, I think it is, that comes to see me semi regularly that is a man now. So I didn't even do anything. I literally did
Mm,
nothing. I
you
just thought
manifested.
about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. maybe it's time to shake things up in the
Mm,
workplace and just introduce a bit of variety into your schedule or your offerings. So if you are trying to change your professional focus, for example, then actually start to talk to people about the fact that you love working with runners or that you've taken extra work in pregnancy, or that you've learned this great new head technique that is just mind blowing. And they'll either start to say, "Oh yeah, I'm interested in that too," or they know someone who is, and they'll refer people to you based on those interests. It's good to talk to our clients about the things that excite us.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And they get excited for us as well, which is
Yes.
awesome. They're like, "Oh my God, that sounds so amazing."
Yeah. I remember someone coming in once and this, I can't even remember what the circumstances were, but her words to me was, she got relief like really quickly when I did this thing. And like, ooh, someone's got new skills. It's like, yes, I was at a course on the weekend. Good to see it works.
Look, there's nothing wrong with taking a half a day once a month to do a workshop or a course, one weekend every 2 or 3 months to do some kind of course. It can really help you professionally, not only with your skills, but also with your motivation, with connecting with other therapists. It can make you feel part of a team to do some of these hands-on courses because you're then talking with people in the industry and meeting people perhaps from your area as well that you otherwise might not meet. So I would say do some professional development, make a plan for that for next year.
Yes. And if you don't know what you want to do when you grow up, try lots of short courses and find something that you're passionate in.
Yes. Yeah. Look, start with whatever makes you the most happy. Start there.
Yes.
That's the easy thing.
Yep. Yep.
Make a mini action plan. If you are sitting here listening to this and you are thinking, "Oh my God, Jackie, you mentioned swimming. I love swimming and it's summer." Wow, yes, summer is coming. It is summer in Australia now. Um, do that. Find your local pool, go down there, check it out, go for a swim, and then see if you can, book in to go once a week or twice a month or something.
Mm,
Anything that is going to make you happy, make that little action plan, break those strategies down into small, actionable steps. Make sure you take the first step, make sure you start.
yes. 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 Hey, I was on a webinar yesterday, um, with Bodine Leiden
Mm-hmm.
around exploring lower back pain. And he talked about the single greatest thing that stops people from engaging in their rehab is the fact that they don't enjoy it. And he went on to talk about how trying to do single muscle isolation exercises or working on a very specific area or getting obsessed about pathways or muscle firing patterns is all not supported by research. And for non-specific lower back pain, all the person has to do is move. And so it is up to us as therapists to find ways that they can move that they enjoy. So whether it is going for a walk, whether it's cycling, whether it's going to the beach and having a swim, whether it's getting on the floor and playing with children, they just need to move in ways that make them happy.
Yeah.
I, oh, that's not complicated.
No, I've literally said to so many clients, when you get up in the morning, do one stretch. And I often use most people would know what this is, the downward dog yoga pose. Most
Mm,
people know what that is. It's just standing and then putting your hands on the floor and you're sort of turning yourself into a bit of a triangle, or making a triangle with the floor being the base, obviously. And it's such a really simple stretch that people can do. It gets the blood flowing, stretches out the back a little bit, stretches out the legs a
mm,
little bit. And I've said to so many people over the years, like, if that is the only thing you do after coming here, I will be happy. And I've
yeah.
had quite a few people afterwards go, "Oh, I actually do that now."
Mm, yeah.
And you're so right. It's literally just moving, going for a little walk, walking along the beach in the evenings, like taking the dog for a walk or, getting out in the backyard and just running around with the kids for 5 minutes.
Mm,
Yeah, so important to just get
yeah.
out and move. Yeah.
So I often get asked, what is the most effective exercise for weight loss, or what is the most effective exercise for strength building? And they'll
Mm,
rattle off, should I be doing Pilates? Should I be doing yoga? Should I be doing boxing? Or should I be doing whatever? And it's like, it's simple. What one are you most likely to do?
yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to commit to because you like it,
Yeah.
not because you have to be there?
Yeah. Do what you love. Yeah,
Mm. We're back to hobbies again, aren't we?
we are.
Mm.
Do some hobbies, people. Pick a
Yes,
hobby.
because you like them, not because we told you to.
That's right. Do what you love, whatever that is.
Yep.
Um, it's really important. I know this is like your favorite tip, David, but use your planner, use your digital tools to schedule time for yourself. And again, that could be a half a day or 1 day or one weekend a month, where you are, yes, I've got my massage booked in, and then I'm going to go and get a facial, and then I'm going to go for a walk on the beach, whatever it is, schedule it in to your diary so that it is a thing that you are doing. There is no,
Mm.
oh, I don't have time for that, so I won't do it this week.
And make that as a commitment to yourself as well, because it's really easy in what we in Western worlds would call unproductive time to book things over the top of that because they feel more adult. It's like,
Yeah,
no, this is your time. This is your commitment to yourself, and
yeah,
you've earned this. You owe it to yourself.
yeah.
Um, Hold that as a commitment to yourself.
Gone are the days of people working themselves to the bone for 40 or 50 years. That
Oh,
might
still
have been
very
okay.
common.
Well, it might have been okay for our grandparents or great grandparents, but it is not okay now. It is
Mm,
100% not okay now. Don't do it. Life is meant to be fun. You are allowed to have fun.
hmm.
Please take this as permission to have fun. I've given you
Yes.
permission.
Yes.
Sometimes we need someone to say it's okay to do that. It is 100% okay to do that. Book yourself 10 massages, book them in,
Frankie
book it.
says relax.
Yes, he does. Need to get another t-shirt made now, David. Damn it. Oh,
All right. I think we might wrap this one up, Jackie.
yeah, we should. We
Yeah,
should.
it is a heavy time of year. And you're tired. I'm tired. The people coming to see us are tired. And that's okay. It's okay. As long as we've got a bit of a plan to move forward from it.
Yes. And look, we would absolutely love any listener feedback from you guys. If you have any questions about this, if you are having a really tough time and just want to be able to say, oh, thank you. I feel like you actually heard me, because both David and I are quite feeling all of these things as well. So you are not alone, but please
Yeah.
get in touch if you feel you need to. We are happy to chat, and we would love to have your feedback as well. Yeah.
Either through the socials or even through your listing app. Maybe even drop a suggestion as to what your tools are for coping with burnout.
Yes. Everyone will have different things that they love and different ways of doing things. So we would love to hear what works for you. That would be great. Yeah.
Well, if you have enjoyed this episode, don't forget that this is episode number 78 so far. There are 77 episodes before this one, and there will be episodes coming after. So why not subscribe through your favorite listening app so that you never miss an episode? Check us out on Facebook and on Instagram. The links are in the episode description.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here again, David. It has, as always, been a pleasure.
It's been another doozy, hasn't it, Jackie?
I'm going for a massage now, so yeah.
I'm going for a swim.
Woo! Oh, jealous.
Yeah. See you, Jackie.
David. Bye.